Yeah.
I'm back.
I just
Welcome back.
put my dick in a blender, turn it on, it feels good.
Sorry about that. You need a doctor?
Christy, have you seen the Aristocats?
It's been a very long time, but yes.
I was just curious because you said you hadn't seen The Rescuers Down Under. I'm recording, by the way.
Oh,
Are we?
in here?
Do you not want to go to the proper
That's a good
setting?
Oh, this
My man,
Slurpee's fighting
my
me.
brother in
The
Christ.
Slurpee's fighting real hard.
You recovered yet?
Yeah, I'm good now. I took some aspirin.
Oh,
God.
that's
So this is going to be a little weird. I'm going to record us three, and then Devin and Kyler are going to be special guests, and I'll record that tomorrow.
And then you'll just splice the two.
Yeah, I'll probably just cut them end to end. But I don't think anyone will.
Oh
care.
no, two-parter.
Oh.
Like and follow for part 2.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for episode 2. Yeah. So I guess do we want to do the standard first thoughts, or initial thoughts upon being presented with Super Mega Saves the Troops?
I had a lot of thoughts about this book.
Yeah, that's a great way to start this conversation.
I'm a pretty avid follower of the Super Mega Cast, and I knew it was. I had seen some previews, so like the part where Ryan's on the toilet, I had read that already. Or the part where they go to the Italian restaurant at the beginning, I had also read that already. And in the Super Mega Cast, they talk about how they would write something and just sit there and laugh at it and then try and figure out a way to make it dumber. So like I already knew I was in for something, an experience, but I wasn't quite sure what it was going to be.
So I guess then overall, were you disappointed or happy?
No, it lived up to about what I expected, to be honest.
Met
That
expectation.
saying, what I was expecting was not much. It hit everything I thought it was going to be in the best. I mean that in the best way possible.
It's certainly the book about Matt and Ryan from Super Mega. David Jones.
I will say, I've learned some things about myself today, reading this. I do have to clarify. I've never watched a full Super Mega video.
Christie's homophobia is showing again.
I've only seen like the super funny clips. You know, like the Splatoon one.
Oh yeah.
The Mario Party one with Game Grump.
Yeah.
You know, the really popular ones.
Correct.
I've seen some super out of context clips. I've never watched a whole condensed Super Mega video. I don't think I ever will after reading this. because
they're naked a lot more than you would think.
They're naked.
It's
I didn't
on
expect
screen, off screen.
I did not expect you to say that. I don't think that might make me change my mind. But like my problem reading this was I would say like maybe half of the jokes landed and it was all jokes.
Well, that was
so yeah, but like when it didn't land, I was like really done with it. I was like, can we not do this? Can we do something else?
That's a good way to put it, because there were definitely some parts in it where I'm like, all right, I get it. Move it along.
I think the one that just genuinely got on my nerves, at the end of every chapter, it would end with some form of the sentence, but what these boys didn't know is that their dream would soon become a knight.
Oh, and that one had me rolling.
Funny.
That was
funny.
Okay,
funny.
okay, I have to preface this. Did either of you listen to the audiobook?
No.
No.
Every time they say that, regardless of where it is in the story, it's added in a like. Okay, so also a fun thing about the audiobook is there was audio effects
Mhm.
all
Yeah,
throughout.
well, they
It's so
themselves went
fucking
back and
funny.
like edited the audiobook version.
So there's like every time you get the and then it would become a nightmare. You get this like audio stinger of like an ominous piano note. It's
That
it's real. It works really well as an audio joke.
that would work, but when I'm trying to like read this and it's not even like a different sentence half the time. And there's also how many chapters?
Like
There's
25?
25 chapters and then an epilogue. So reading that every like what 10 pages that got on my nerves like
Yeah, but you
really
read it all in
fast.
one time.
I did, but I think it still would have annoyed me. I think it annoyed me more too because I didn't notice it until like maybe chapter 6 or something. I was like,
No.
okay, they're doing something to me.
the
There's a
thing
lot of running jokes that don't really come back until later.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of jokes that like aren't funny, like stuff that's not funny on purpose. That like for me loops back around to being funny because of how not funny it is. So that's why for me this book was gold. This book was fantastic. Not it wasn't a good book, but I was hollering and I was laughing and I was pointing my little finger and going ha 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 hoo, and I would clap my little hands together. Like when David Jones fired himself from a torpedo tube
Into the whales.
into sperm whale's penis. Well, he had dynamite with him.
Dynamite. He was a suicide bomber. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to take out Big Richard's Big Richard.
It not to be a complete hater, I did laugh more than once.
Oh yeah, no.
I think the stupidest thing that made me laugh every time they shower, they say Axe 3-in-1 shampoo,
Yeah,
conditioner, and body wash.
Awesome.
And then when they're in France, in France, it says like Axe Poise on. And I was like, that's so stupid. Why is it?
That's just, that had me laughing real good. What'd you guys think of like Yakuza Williams?
Yakuza Williams was the true hero of this story.
That was the dumbest name I read in this book.
Because it's like to set the scene. It's
Surprising.
basically they're a group of dudes. Hello, Toby. It's a group of yakuza. They're in Japan at a bar, and the boys are sweet young boys from Super Mega are being real obnoxious. You know, real rowdy as it were with their wine, and they get this splash, not a splash, pretty much a damn near a whole bottle of wine on this yakuza boss's solid gold colored suit, I think it was.
Yeah, it's something stupid.
And the dude's like, hey, yo, what the fuck? I'm gonna kill you. And they're like, nope.
He says it
away.
in English too.
Yeah, in English. He does not speak Japanese the entire time, I think.
His name is Yakuza Williams, so.
I just have to clarify.
Yeah.
I don't know how I felt about Yakuza Williams. Like as a character.
You didn't feel that strong of a connection with him. You're more of a Don Vito kind of guy, I guess.
No. Also, actually, an aside, I was thinking about this earlier. Hold on, I gotta pull up the receipts though.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna take me just a... Well... I remember some time ago, I said to Ryan,
Uh-oh.
I'm racist against Italians. And Ryan... Yeah, here, I found it. I said, I'll make it clear now that I am racist against Italians, probably. And then you posted me in the quote channel, and you shamed me for it. So you shamed me for being racist against Italians, but Super Mega can be racist against Italians and it's funny?
Well, that's different. I paid money for this book.
Okay. So then just give me money.
I don't have any
And
money anymore because I gave it all to them for the book.
what the hell?
You saw the Super Megaplex? You know how much money that cost me?
I just I was
Also,
disappointed.
the opening where they drive the Lamborghini into the Western Union, vaporizing everyone inside.
That was
And
amazing.
then they just continue on like nothing happened. That gave me whiplash.
Yeah, it's. I think that definitely also sets the tone for a lot of the book because it's just straight up like fucking.
When Seth
Things
MacFarlane
happen
dies in
and
the
then they
plane
keep
crash.
happy. And I love that part. Holy shit, it was so morbid too. But it's like
It was
at one point,
horrible.
and he's like Seth MacFarlane. They describe it as he like got his legs caught and was burning to death with his legs trapped in the plane. But he was switching through all the like the popular voices, so
Family
like
Guy
Peter
voices.
Griffin, Family
Yeah.
Griffin.
Family Griffin.
And so it's just like it's it's like they do exactly what I expected them to do, is just play the like worst, most fucking awful, entitled bastards ever.
Oh yeah.
And then that's the joke. And it's usually lands, but the post I'll save that till later. But yeah, it's fuck, this was a book that I read, and that is the best way I could describe this. It's it's almost hard to review.
Well, the other thing
Yeah.
is it's not trying to be good.
No, at no point in time is there any like
So do we
it's
say
it's
it does
well
a good
made.
job because
Yeah.
it's not trying to be good?
See, there's the thing too. Um, why not try to be good?
Because it's not
Because
funny.
well, hold on, because there were several points in this book where I was reading and I was like, hold on, there's something about this that's like hitting the same bell in my brain that like a decent comedy movie does. So clearly there's something that's like good to maybe
Like they
it's
know
to
what they're
my
doing.
yeah, there's something maybe it's just in my lizard brain, but there's something in there that is working and
Well, I'm sorry, Percy.
is doing good, so why
One
why
moment.
not lean into being okay? You know, I don't need you to be great. You can just be okay at it.
Well, that's like I said. If it's not funny, that makes it funnier. Like when they put the eyes emoji in the book.
I
Osama Benjamin Laden.
I I think that's just one we disagree on, but
I'm sorry you feel that way. Are you gonna pick up the sequel?
no.
No spoilers.
Why
but
would I?
because you know, maybe Kramer comes back
I
from Guantanamo Bay.
what about you, Kaden? Are you gonna pick up the sequel?
I think Caden's shitting.
Oh, oh, he said something about Percy. I
I thought it was epic.
that's a
Not
word.
not good. It was epic.
That's a word I could use. I don't think I would use that word in the good way.
It was epic when they buy up first class.
Every time they described Ryan's a Walmart brand soiled
Yeah.
short,
Yeah.
which it sounds like at some point he was wearing the soiled shorts with his suit, if I understand
Yeah,
correctly.
that's true. He probably just
You-
never took it off.
So they
The
were under
shorts.
the suit,
Yeah, that's what I imagine. And his Walmart slides.
and his Walmart slides. And then the pistol, which was that stored in
I think he keistered it.
I was gonna say the gooch.
It sounded like, because I think they mentioned him reaching around for Little Richard around the back.
Yeah, but then it also said that he touched his balls and penis
So I think that was just probably him just,
for fun.
yeah. I wasn't expecting 5 bath
Okay.
scenes. 6 if you
No,
count
that
the one
was
at the end.
the bath scenes were the best part, really.
Were they?
The eucalyptus oil.
I'm just, Kaden, I need you to understand that at 12:30 p.m. today, I
Yeah.
had to read about Ryan putting his twig and berries on his friend's shoulder in
Hey,
the
man.
break room.
Yeah,
There
but it
were
was
people
straight.
behind me.
It was straight, so it wasn't weird.
I think it makes it weirder. I'll say it.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
I guess what I'm about out of it, but just any more things that we think are good. Uh since I read
Not
it,
really.
there's illustrations. The content of the illustrations questionable. Illustrations themselves though are pretty good.
Yeah,
I would
the pictures are real good. The cover art's really good.
Yeah, the cover
Cover
art's
art's
really
amazing.
Kaden, are you gonna be picking up number 2?
Of course I am. I have to see what happens at the twist angle. But
I'm like a
the
certain
twist.
non-believer here.
Yeah, sorry. I'll be poor that week.
That's an L. I have to try and wake up early to get the hardcover again. Now I have to collect them all.
I am definitely pretty happy with the ebook because the sound effects made it like so fucking good.
I am tempted. Like I could sit through this a second time just to hear it. You are talking it up pretty well.
It's amazing. Every time they open and close a door, it's a Minecraft door sound. And the dude who voices it is like the dude who did the Chris Chan doc. And
Oh,
like
that's
of course that's pretty cringe, but
that's
the voice of that dude is really fucking funny in the context of reading the Super Megabit.
yeah,
the book.
that's my only issue with like this whole production. Not necessarily him himself, but just
it's definitely not about
Yeah.
the cancer children getting yeeted out of a crashing plane. That's
Yeah.
fine.
that was
That can
just an
stay.
accident. It wasn't their
or
fault.
or the fate of two very kindly Russian
Oh no, they took
frontier
out that whole
that's okay.
village
Yeah.
because they dropped
Oh
the
yeah, I
bombs
forgot they
on
bombed it. Yeah, they killed every. That was one of the problems. And I'm gonna jump into my problems very quickly, real quick, but
Go
just like
ahead. I
that
don't think
fucking
there's Go ahead.
that scene that entire section genuinely pissed me off. Like everything from them
Yeah.
meeting the Russian dude into like bombing the village, I was just like angry.
I don't disagree, but I also think it was a little funny.
Some
It
parts were,
I
a lot
think
of it
if
just.
it was like in a different context, I think it wouldn't be funny. But
I think that one got put into the okay, this is just too far just to go too far kind of thing. I think it was that one. I think it was the plane crash. I didn't actually like those parts at all.
not even the
I
death of
let
Seth MacFarlane.
that like if it was just him, that'd be pretty cool. But like we have to throw in that it's like a bunch of cancer children and other people, and then also we're bombing these starving villagers. Also, we are killing a bunch of fishermen in Japan. Don't forget that part.
Did they kill fishermen?
Yeah, when they
Yes.
were entering out the torpedo base.
Oh right. No, I think it was Taiwan.
Well, excuse me. But yeah, that was kind of the it just made me frown a lot more than I feel like I should have. It was a bit too far. Bit too edgy. That's the word I'm looking for. Edgy.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
God damn it, right.
Yeah, I guess that's about. Does anyone have any other final thoughts?
I thought it was when it hits really well. When it doesn't hit, it was not so epic.
Yeah. Very hit or miss. I did have like this weird thought while I was reading this. So like I said before, I was like there's some part
Oh.
No, there's some parts of this where like it was like hitting that comedy movie lizard brain. Um, but then I would read something, like, a terrible plane crash and people dying, and I was like, you know what? I'm glad that this is just a book. They didn't try to like do anything else with it. It's a book. Anyone else would have made a movie, a video. I don't want
Yeah.
that. You know what
The
you know
the
what I'm getting at?
one of the also if anyone's not familiar, one of the bits for it was also they wanted to basically be in best times or blah, 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 blah.
New York
New
Times
York
Best
best.
Time Seller.
Uh,
Yeah, they wanted to write a garbage book and then get New York Times Best Time Seller.
Which didn't
and
work, right?
no, they met the quota for sales, but like there was some like fine print they didn't meet.
Oh, they would have had to go through like a traditional publisher, right? Was that it?
Maybe I'm not actually sure how New York bestseller.
They didn't because I think they only did like Amazon and then their website. I think it has to be like certain specific retailers for your New York Times bestseller.
That's right. Yeah. Which you would get into if you were traditionally published. I'm trying to think. I had another thought about this and I'm just kind of blanking on what it is.
Well, then it wasn't very important, was it?
Well, I think it ties into the fact of what I told you before we started recording, where I finished this book, and at the end, it's like, look at what people
Oh,
who
right.
also bought this was.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the third book is Francis of the Filth.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then there's also like 3 volumes of Chainsaw Man, which I thought was kind of interesting.
No, Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
The Chainsaw Man thing tracks.
Yeah, it tracked. I just
That's
thought
an
it was
indie
cute.
Twitter e-boy type
But
thing.
Chainsaw Man's amazing, dude.
Yeah, but that's still
No,
it's
there's Junji
Did I
Ito
miss
on
it?
here too. Like,
yeah, that tracks.
Did I miss like
no,
Chainsaw Man getting super popular with the He Boys on Twitter?
I mean, it's not like
it's getting
super.
there.
Yeah. It's not like super popular, but it's like underground popular, if that makes sense.
Culty, I guess would be the word.
Yeah, cultish.
I get why. It's I read the entire thing in like 2 days. The entire like 100 or like I think is it like 97 or 197, one of those two chapters in like 2 sittings. It's really good. I highly recommend it. The art's
Yeah.
fantastic and it's cool. But that's not the purpose of this video.
Yeah, but I'm just putting it on the table. Francis of the Filth is right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Right
so
there.
this book isn't something I would recommend to anyone really.
No.
The people who I would recommend it to have already read it, so that I guess that probably speaks for itself.
We could read Francis of the Filth.
We could.
I do have a copy, not because I bought it, but because someone bought it for Jacob.
Oh.
So,
Jacob's one of those guys. How's his balls doing, by the way?
They're great. I'm sick of them. I'm gonna chop them off.
But he just got them fixed. What the crap? Well, I guess on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. There is going to be a second video, probably the day after or the week after, depending on how I feel about it. Where it's going to be me, Devin, and Kyler talking about it. So it'll be a completely different conversation. It'll be nothing but positive reviews from there. So
unfortunately, it will be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the people I would recommend it to have already read it, and that's Devin and Kyler.
Well, the thing is, like, I didn't not like. I guess kind of like I said, when the jokes worked, they worked. The callback to the fact that all the bad things they did ended up help them beat the bad guy at the end was funny. The blatant Italian racism was a lot much by the end of the
It,
book.
there's quite a bit of racism in there.
Yeah, I guess there wasn't there? I was so
What
caught up
about
on
the
the
part where
Italian
he
one.
quotes your favorite hit blockbuster Tarantino film, Pulp Fiction?
Did he? I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
one
Bible
word.
verse. No, the whole Bible
Oh.
verse.
Oh
It is.
yeah, where they yeah.
Oh, so they
Yeah,
quote
yeah,
it
yeah.
twice.
But
Yeah, I'm in that boat. It's the good was good, but the bad really just brought it down so bad. Irredeemably.
yeah, so check out the more fun video,
Oh, whatever.
the party video, I'll call it. And don't forget to read the book for next month for May, which will be The Hobbit by Jrr Tolkien. I'm sure no one's heard of that one. We did a really deep cut there. Yeah, I guess anyone have anything they want to plug before we go?
Not me.
Not this time. I don't want my career to be attached to this. But also, if you haven't noticed, I have a really nice mic now. I have a really nice mic now. So
That's true.
keep an eye to the skies for Kaden content. I just gotta get through some technical hurdles, and I should be able to get through my radio station rolling.
I will
Yeah.
certainly attach my name to this. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at RyRyinRed. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. and hit that.
I just put my dick in a blender, turn it on. It feels good. Shred it all to pieces. Oh well, don't really need